Hey guys, in this video we will be understanding the cadence algorithm. So let me first explain what problem it solves. So the cadence algorithm solves the maximum subarray problem. So let us define this problem. So this problem means that we have to find a contiguous subarray with larger sum. So what I meant by that is, let me define it formally first. So formally I'll define it. So we have an array a1 up till n, and what we have to find is I and j such that the a up I plus up till aj has maximum sum possible. So for example, in this array, I will be equal to 3 and j will be equal to 7, because when we take sum of these elements we will get 10, which is the maximum possible subarray sum. Okay, so now let us look at an algorithm which is cadence algorithm, and this algorithm is quite efficient with the linear time complexity, which is order n, where n is the size of the array. So let us look at the algorithm. So first we have to initialize two elements. So one of them is max till here, and the another one is current maximum. So I'll write current maximum. So first we initialize both of these by a of 0, which is the 0th element, which is equal to 1 here, and this also a to a of 0, which is equal to 1. So now we will traverse this array. So let me run on this example, it will be very much clear after that. So for -2 we will start traversing from I is equal to 1, because we have initialized the 0th element to both these variables. So what we have to do, for every element we have to update current maximum, which will be equal to either that element ai, or which will be equal to ai plus current maximum. So we have to check for each element and update current maximum as well. So in this one we will have maximum ai. So ai here is -2 and -2 plus 1. So this will be -2 and this will be -1. So we will get -1 here. So current maximum will be updated to -1. And we have to similarly update the another variable, which is max till here. So max till here will be equal to maximum of this same element max till here. So I'm not writing it again, or it will be compared with current maximum. So here we have maximum of max till here is 1 and current maximum is -1, so we get 1 here. So max till here doesn't change. Now let us continue with this array. So let me copy this array on next page as well. Okay, so we have this array again. So we have done for this and this index. Now we will take -1. We will update first current maximum, so which will be equal to maximum of this element -1, or -1 plus current maximum last time was equal to -1, and our max till here was equal to 1. So -1 we have, and -1 again. So here we have maximum of -1 or -2, so which will be equal to -1. Now similarly we will update max till here. So max till here, I'm not writing it completely, will be equal to max of max till here. Max till here is 1, and current maximum, so current maximum is equal to -1. So this will be still 1, so there is no update in max till here. Now we will take another element, which is 5. So we will do for this equal to maximum of either 5, so we can go a bit faster right now, or 5 plus, and then we have current maximum as -1. So this will compare 5 and 4. So out of 5 and 4, 5 is maximum. Okay, so current maximum is now updated to 5, and max till here will be equal to maximum of, so I'm not writing it completely. Previously it was 1 and current maximum is 5. So this time we have updated our max till here to be 5. What that means is we are now starting the sub array from this position. So whenever we are updating our max till here, that means we are starting a new sub array from sub array from a new index. So from this index we have started now. Now for -1, let us see what we get. So for -1 we will have current maximum equal to maximum of -1, or current maximum which was updated to 5, 5 plus -1. So this will be either -1 or this is 4, so we will have 4 here. So and maximum will be equal to maximum of either 4 or 5, so it will stay 5, right? Now let us look at more elements. So we have completed up till 5. Now we have to see these 0, -1 and 7. So let me have this array again here, and yeah, so we have done up till here and we have to check this. So max till here was equal to 5, and let's see, current maximum was equal to 4. So current maximum was equal to 4. So for 0 we will similarly update current maximum equal to maximum of either this 0 or 4 plus 0. So we will have 4 here. And now similarly max till here will be equal to maximum of either max till here, which is 5, or 4. So again it will be equal to 5. Now for -1, similarly current maximum will be equal to max of -1 or 4 minus 1. So for -1, which is equal to 3, so we'll have 3, and max till here will be equal to maximum of 5 or 3, so which will be equal to 5. Now we have 7. So for 7 we have current maximum is equal to maximum of either let's see 7 or 7 plus 3. So 7 plus 3 is here 10, so we will update this by 10, and maximum will be equal to maximum of max till here. Max till here was equal to 5 and current maximum is equal to 10, so we have updated it here. So what that means is the maximum sum is 10 and the sub array which is producing that maximum sum is 5 till 7. So this is our algorithm. Now let us look at the code, how we can code it. So the code of algorithm is quite short. First we have defined the array, and this is the size of the array. Now we have defined the two elements max till here and current maximum to a of 0. So next we are traversing the array. So on traversing we are updating these two variables as we have done in that example. So we are using this max function to compare between these elements, so max of ai or current maximum plus ai, and we are still after that updating max till here. We are updating max till here to either max till here or current maximum, and at last we are printing max till here, which is the maximum sub array sum. So hope this video help you in understanding Kadeen algorithm, and if you like the video please click the like button and do subscribe the channel. Thank you.